15 surprising facts about the Rothschild family you didn't know. What if I told you one family influenced wars, shaped global economies, and threw the wildest parties in history? From financing the Napoleonic Wars to secretly controlling the gold market, the Rothschilds are one of the most mysterious and powerful families in the world. Stick around as we reveal 15 shocking facts about the Rothschild dynasty that you've probably never heard before. Welcome back to the channel, where future billionaires come to get inspired. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating history of one of the wealthiest and most influential families ever, the Rothschild family. Known for their powerful banking empire that has shaped global finance for centuries, the Rothschilds are full of secrets, scandals, and mysteries. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more eye-opening content. This will motivate us to create more videos for you. Let's jump right into the surprising facts you didn't know about the Rothschild family. Keeping it in the family. One of the Rothschild family's key strategies for preserving their immense wealth was through intermarriage. To maintain the family fortune and keep their Jewish traditions intact, Rothschild family members were often encouraged to marry cousins. Mayer Amschel Rothschild, the patriarch, made it especially hard for daughters to inherit unless they followed this practice, ensuring the wealth remained concentrated. This practice allowed them to maintain tight control over their assets, avoiding the dilution of wealth that often happens when family fortunes are split between many heirs. Financing wars. The Rothschilds didn't just amass wealth, they also financed major wars, including the Napoleonic Wars. By lending money to governments on both sides, they profited no matter who won. This strategy allowed them to gain both financial and political influence across Europe. Their role as war financiers established the family as indispensable to many European powers, further cementing their influence on global events. Their true wealth is a mystery. Although estimates suggest the Rothschild family's net worth is around $250 billion, some believe it could be far greater, possibly exceeding $1 trillion. With their wealth spread across various assets and businesses, the family remains largely secretive, avoiding public wealth rankings like the Forbes list. This secrecy fuels speculation about the extent of their financial power, making the Rothschilds a constant subject of fascination. Extravagant parties. The Rothschilds are known for hosting over-the-top parties, one of the most famous being the 1972 Surrealist Ball. Guests like Audrey Hepburn and Salvador Dali attended, with bizarre masks and decorations fueling conspiracy theories about the family's involvement in secretive or even satanic rituals. While there's no solid proof of anything sinister, these events showcased their immense wealth and flair for creating unforgettable experiences. Masters of the gold market. For over 200 years, the Rothschild family controlled the global gold market. Their firm, N.M. Rothschild & Sons, literally set the price of gold until 2004 when they exited the market. Even today, their influence on global finance remains significant. Gold remains a key symbol of wealth and stability, and their dominance over this market played a pivotal role in their global reputation. Humble beginnings. Mayer Amschel Rothschild, the founder of the dynasty, was born in 1744 in a Jewish ghetto in Frankfurt. His father worked as a money changer, and they lived in modest conditions. Through strategic financial decisions, Mayer built the foundation for one of the wealthiest families in history. His journey from poverty to immense wealth remains an inspiring example of vision and perseverance. Art stolen by Nazis during World War II. Over 5,000 pieces of art were stolen from the French branch of the Rothschild family by the Nazis, including works by Rembrandt and Vermeer. Although much of the art was returned after the war, the family still faced significant cultural losses. This chapter highlights the challenges the family faced, despite their immense influence and wealth. Selling a 1,700-acre estate. In 2015, the Rothschilds sold a massive 1,700-acre estate in southeast England that included 35 homes for $24 million. The estate had been in the family since 1938, marking one of their more high-profile property deals. Their property portfolio spans the globe, showcasing their keen eye for valuable real estate. Influence over kings. The Rothschilds have never been shy about their power. Nathan Rothschild famously said, "The man who controls Britain's money supply controls the British Empire." His influence over national finances gave the family unprecedented political sway. This quote underscores their behind-the-scenes role in shaping major historical events. Conspiracy theories and recessions. For centuries, the Rothschilds have been at the center of countless conspiracy theories. Some claim they are responsible for every major recession in the US and Europe. While these theories are largely unproven, the family's undeniable influence over global financial systems makes them a target for such speculation. Their mystique only grows with each passing decade. A tragic suicide. In 1996, Amschel Rothschild tragically took his own life after a merger meeting that would have positioned him as a leading figure in the family's London bank. His death shocked the financial world and added another layer of mystery to the Rothschild legacy. This event highlighted the immense pressures of living up to the family name. From heiress to music manager Kate Rothschild, a member of the family, shocked many when she switched careers from being a traditional heiress to managing rapper Jay Electronica. After her divorce from Ben Goldsmith in 2013, she started a relationship with the rapper, drawing significant media attention. Her unconventional choices show that even members of dynastic families aren't immune to personal reinvention, sailing on a plastic bottle boat. David de Rothschild, an adventurer and environmentalist, rejected the family's traditional banking business. In 2009, he sailed a boat made entirely from recycled plastic bottles from San Francisco to Sydney, dedicating his life to environmental causes. His work represents a modern shift in the family's legacy, focusing on sustainability, funding the Suez Canal. In the 19th century, British Prime Minister Benjamin Disraeli turned to Baron Rothschild for help in securing shares in the Suez Canal. The Rothschild family lent him $4 million, securing Britain's interests in the canal and strengthening the family's bond with the British government. This moment cemented their role as key players in global trade and infrastructure. A zoologist with zebras. Not all Rothschilds stuck to banking. Lord Walter Rothschild, a passionate zoologist, famously used zebras to pull his carriage through London. His immense love for animals led him to build a vast private collection, which later became part of the Natural History Museum. This quirky fact showcases the diverse passions within the family. Bonus fact: the spa scandal. In 2012, Nathaniel Rothschild made headlines when he was accused of sharing a sauna with a Russian oligarch and a Canadian gold magnate. Although he sued the Daily Mail for defamation, this incident highlighted the often secretive and luxurious lifestyle of the Rothschild family. Conclusion: the Rothschild family remains one of the most powerful and influential in history, leaving a lasting legacy of wealth, influence, and intrigue. Whether it's financing wars or throwing lavish parties, their story continues to fascinate the world. The Rothschild family remains a masterclass in wealth building and legacy creation. Their story isn't just about amassing financial power, it's about adapting to change, building strong foundations, and influencing global events across centuries. From their humble beginnings in Frankfurt to their dominance in the global gold market, and their involvement in shaping major historical events like the financing of the Suez Canal, the Rothschilds have exemplified resilience, strategy, and discretion. One of the most fascinating aspects of their legacy is how they've managed to remain relevant in an ever-changing world. Their ability to pivot from traditional banking to modern environmental activism, from finance to culture, underscores the importance of diversification. Not just in investments, but also in passions and pursuits. Despite their immense wealth, they've faced challenges, from art thefts during World War II to personal tragedies, showing that resilience and adaptability are critical for long-term success. Their story serves as an inspiration to all of us. Whether it's building a career, managing wealth, or leaving a legacy, the Rothschilds teach us the importance of vision, discipline, and adaptability. Start applying these lessons today, and who knows, you might just create a legacy that lasts for generations. Stay inspired, and we'll see you in the next video. Call to action. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Which fact about the Rothschilds surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, check out our hand-picked videos for more incredible content. Stay inspired, and we'll see you next time.
Let's talk about a financial powerhouse, Singapore, and how it manages its massive wealth. Singapore's foreign reserves are among the world's largest relative to its GDP. In fact, according to GIC, Singapore's official sovereign wealth fund, they rank third highest globally. But you might have noticed that these reserves have dipped recently. So what's going on? Well, it all started with the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic hit the global economy hard, and Singapore was no exception. To stabilise the economy and support businesses and individuals, the Singaporean government had no choice but to dip into its reserves. During the pandemic, economic activities were severely disrupted, leading to a sharp contraction in Singapore's GDP. The government had to act fast. They rolled out various fiscal stimulus measures to provide immediate relief to those affected by the crisis. One of the key strategies was to tap into the nation's substantial foreign reserves. So, how much foreign reserves does Singapore really have? Let's break it down. Singapore's reserves are managed by three key entities: the Monetary Authority of Singapore, MAS, GIC Private Limited, and Temasek Holdings. The Monetary Authority of Singapore, MAS, is the central bank and financial regulatory authority. It manages the official foreign reserves to ensure monetary stability and safeguard against economic shocks. Think of MAS as the first line of defence, always ready to step in during turbulent times. Then there's GIC Private Limited. Established in 1981, GIC is tasked with managing Singapore's foreign investments. Its mission is to secure a good long-term return on the nation's reserves. GIC invests in a diverse range of assets globally, including equities, bonds, real estate, and private equity. This diversification helps spread risk and capitalise on various market opportunities. Finally, we have Temasek Holdings. Unlike GIC, Temasek operates more like an investment company. Established in 1974, it owns and manages a portfolio of investments across various sectors. Temasek focuses on delivering sustainable returns over the long term. It has stakes in many major Singaporean companies and strategic investments worldwide. Together, MAS, GIC and Temasek form the backbone of Singapore's financial management. They ensure the country remains financially robust and can weather economic storms. Now, why does Singapore maintain such large reserves? The answer lies in the country's unique position as a small, open economy highly dependent on international trade. Large reserves provide a cushion against external shocks, such as sudden capital outflows or global financial crises. They also instill confidence among international investors and credit rating agencies, contributing to Singapore's economic stability. But managing these reserves isn't just about safeguarding wealth, it's also about growing it. By investing wisely through GIC and Temasek, Singapore ensures that its reserves generate returns that can be used for future generations. This forward-thinking approach is key to Singapore's economic strategy. So, when the COVID-19 pandemic struck, Singapore was prepared. The government's decision to use the reserves was strategic and necessary. It allowed the country to navigate the crisis without compromising its financial health. This is a testament to Singapore's robust fiscal policies and disciplined approach to financial management. The pandemic wreaked havoc on economies worldwide, and Singapore was no exception. To stabilise the economy and support businesses and individuals, the Singaporean government had to draw from its reserves. This move was crucial to counter the significant disruptions in economic activities that led to a sharp contraction in Singapore's GDP. Before we delve deeper into how much they have, let's first understand what a foreign reserve is and where Singapore gets it. Foreign reserves are assets held by a country's central bank or monetary authority, usually in various currencies. These assets can include money, bonds, treasury bills, gold, and other financial instruments. They are essential for meeting international financial obligations, such as importing goods, services, and repaying external debt. Foreign reserves also serve as a tool for central banks to ensure stability in their own currency by intervening in foreign exchange markets when necessary. Singapore's foreign reserves are accumulated through various means, such as trade surpluses and the acquisition of US dollars. Thanks to its strong trade sector and prudent fiscal policies, Singapore has built up significant reserves over the years. So, how do these reserves benefit Singapore? Large reserves provide a cushion against external shocks, such as sudden capital outflows or global financial crises. They also instill confidence among international investors and credit rating agencies, contributing to Singapore's economic stability. But it's not just about safeguarding wealth, it's about growing it. Through GIC and Temasek, Singapore ensures that its reserves generate returns that can be used for future generations. This forward-thinking approach is key to Singapore's economic strategy. Singapore's foreign reserves rank among the largest globally, particularly when measured against its GDP. According to the official Sovereign Wealth Fund, GIC Singapore is third in the world in terms of foreign reserves. However, the COVID-19 pandemic brought about a significant challenge, leading to a recent decline in these reserves. So, how does Singapore manage its massive wealth, and why did they have to dip into their reserves during the pandemic? Singapore's foreign reserves are accumulated through various means, primarily trade surpluses and the acquisition of US dollars. Singapore is known for its robust export industry, consistently exporting more than it imports. This results in a net inflow of foreign currencies. For instance, in 2023, Singapore exported a total of $638 billion and only imported $567 billion, maintaining a positive trade surplus from 2019 to 2023. Another source of foreign reserves is through the acquisition of US dollars in exchange for Singaporean dollars. This action helps control the strengthening of the Singapore dollar's exchange rate. Since the early 1980s, the Monetary Authority of Singapore, MAS, has focused its monetary policy on maintaining the exchange rate within a specific target band. The pressure to appreciate the Singapore dollar stems from supply and demand dynamics in fund flows.
Sweden decides to switch from left to right. It has nothing to do with politics, you understand?
Imagine waking up to find your entire country's driving system flipped overnight. It's September 3rd, 1967, a day forever known in Swedish history as Dagen H or H-Day. On this monumental day, Sweden made the audacious move from driving on the left side of the road to the right, aligning themselves with their European neighbours. Intrigued? Let's delve into the fascinating story of how an entire nation adapted to this change in a single night. Now, imagine the chaos and the excitement of such a transition. But it didn't stop there. Soon after this traffic revolution, Stockholm unveiled a major new 6-lane motorway. This road was designed to cater to the bustling heart of the capital and was a marvel of its time. Fast forward to today, and this road, initially a shining beacon of modern infrastructure, is now struggling under the weight of Stockholm's ever-growing population. The city's traffic congestion has ballooned, and the motorway, even with additional lanes added over the years, is simply not keeping up. Drivers and residents alike are feeling the squeeze, and something had to give. Enter the Stockholm Bypass, a bold, audacious project that carries a staggering $4 billion price tag. So, what's the plan? Well, the bypass is an ambitious road and tunnel system designed to circle around the entire city of Stockholm. Once completed, it will stand as one of the longest road tunnels in the world, a true engineering marvel. Now, you might be thinking, why go underground? Building beneath a city is no small feat, especially a city like Stockholm, renowned for its beautiful waterways and picturesque islands. This isn't just a simple tunnel, it's a deep dive under some of the most iconic and complex terrain you could imagine. The stakes are high, but so are the rewards. Why is Sweden betting big on this tunnel? The answer lies in a mix of necessity and vision. Stockholm's population is on the rise, and with it, the pressure on its infrastructure. The current road network is stretched to its limits, and expanding above ground isn't a viable option anymore. Space is limited, and the need to preserve the city's aesthetic and historical integrity is paramount. So, the solution? Go deep. The Stockholm bypass promises to ease the congestion by providing an alternative route that bypasses the inner city. This means smoother, faster journeys for commuters and less traffic choking the city's streets. Imagine cutting down your daily commute time while also enjoying a reduction in city noise and pollution. Sounds like a win-win, right? Of course, tunneling under such a complex landscape comes with its own set of challenges. Engineers are tasked with navigating through rocky ground and ensuring the stability of the tunnel beneath the waterways. It's a race against time and nature to dig their way out of this problem, but the payoff could be transformative. When completed, the Stockholm bypass will not only be a testament to modern engineering, but also a vital artery that breathes new life into the city's transport network. It's a bold gamble, but if there's one thing Sweden has shown us, from Dagen Age to now, it's that they're not afraid to make bold moves when it comes to their infrastructure. Even though Stockholm boasts an extensive public transit network, driving remains the most popular way to get around. But the roadways are feeling the strain, and something needs to be done. Enter the E4 bypass, a massive $4 billion project aimed at easing the city's congestion. So, what's the E4 bypass all about? Let's break it down. Starting south of the city in Skärholmen, this 21-kilometre system will feature a colossal 18-kilometre tunnel. It will loop around to the north, ending in Häggvik, effectively diverting traffic away from the city centre to the west. Imagine the relief for daily commuters and the reduction in city traffic. This isn't just any tunnel though. We're talking about a twin set of tunnel tubes, each carrying 3 lanes of traffic. That's 6 lanes in total, designed to handle the increasing number of vehicles. Now, let's get into some of the engineering marvels of this project. At its deepest point, the route will reach nearly 100 metres below ground level. Picture that, almost the height of a 30-storey building. Navigating this complex terrain under Stockholm's waterways and islands is no small feat, but Swedish engineers are up to the challenge. When the E4 bypass is completed in 2030, it will be one of the longest road tunnel systems in the world. This isn't just a tunnel, it's a crucial investment in Stockholm's future, designed to handle the growing traffic and improve the quality of life for its residents. So why is Stockholm betting big on this super deep tunnel? It's all about foresight and necessity. The current road network is maxed out, and expanding above ground simply isn't an option. Space is limited, and preserving the city's historical and aesthetic integrity is crucial. The solution? Go underground and create a bypass that not only addresses today's traffic woes, but also prepares the city for future growth. To clear the route, workers began by drilling a ring of holes into the rock. These holes are injected with a mixture of cement and water, creating a barrier once it hardens, preventing water from seeping in through any natural cracks. After sealing the cracks, more holes are drilled and filled with blasting material. Piece by piece, the rocks are blasted away and removed, gradually shaping the tunnel. This method requires precision and patience. It's not just about brute force, it's about carefully managing the stability of the surrounding earth and ensuring the tunnel remains safe and secure. The process is meticulous and time-consuming, reflecting the complexity and scale of the project. Remember, this isn't just any tunnel. At its deepest point, it will be nearly 100 metres below ground level. The E4 bypass is designed to handle the future of Stockholm's traffic while preserving the city's charm and functionality. It's a bold bet on the future, showing Sweden's commitment to innovative infrastructure solutions. Building the Stockholm bypass is no small feat. Excavating the 22 million tonnes of rock and sand needed to make way for the tunnels will take years. Once a section is carved out, workers reinforce the tunnel with rock bolts and spray the walls with concrete. After that, they add an inner wall and an outer ceiling to ensure that no water seeps in. Excavating the tunnels is just one part of the challenge. Ensuring driver safety is critically important. Let's be honest, if you're driving deep underground, you want to be sure you'll make it out safely on the other side. That's where a state-of-the-art ventilation system comes in, featuring 250 reversible jet fans and 4 exhaust air stations to maintain air quality. In case of a vehicle fire, a water-based suppression system will be built into the tunnel ceilings in 50-metre-long sections throughout the entire tunnel. Constructing a tunnel under a city is far more technically complex than building a traditional road, but the benefits are significant. Tunneling helps reduce the project's environmental impact and preserves more space above ground for housing and other developments. This approach aligns with Stockholm's commitment to sustainable urban planning and preserving its unique charm. The E4 bypass is more than just a tunnel. It's a visionary solution to a pressing problem. With Stockholm's population set to grow dramatically, the city needs a robust infrastructure that can handle increased traffic while maintaining its quality of life. This bypass is a testament to Sweden's forward-thinking approach to urban development. Now, this all sounds like a lot of work to construct new infrastructure for cars at a time when people are being encouraged to take public transit over driving. Sweden is even banning petrol and diesel cars from parts of the city to clean up its air. This is part of a broader goal to reduce carbon emissions by 30% by 2030. Officials estimate that traffic emissions from the new bypass will only contribute less than 1% of CO2 emissions. The Stockholm bypass has been a long-awaited project. Originally, it was supposed to be finished in 2018. But here we are in 2024, and the roadway is still under construction. It's not expected to be completed until the end of the decade. To make matters more complex, the project has blown through its initial $3.3 billion budget by nearly $1 billion due to contract cancellations, worksite safety issues, and political hurdles. As Stockholm's population continues to swell rapidly, the city doesn't have much more time for additional delays. Traffic in the city centre is already feeling strained, so the completion of the bypass will be a welcome relief. This is one of Sweden's largest ever infrastructure projects, and the light at the end of the tunnel is growing brighter. All eyes are on Sweden to see its success. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, press the subscribe button, and also drop your thoughts in the comment section.